Hello everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Cassidy from the video game Dream Scaper that I play on Nintendo Switch. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Right, my favorite video games. Yeah, so again, another Nintendo Switch. It's not a Nintendo Switch game, but you know, another game that I play on Nintendo Switch. I'm a big fan of it. Again, I don't own any other system, so I have to be a fan of it, right? I mean, I guess not. I guess you can own something and not be a fan, and to be, well, I'm stuck with it. Like, these are the pants I bought. I'm not taking them back. I don't know, I'm just being silly. Yeah, I like this game. I've said this before, that if you make a game that is beautiful looking, very artistic, very stylized, I'm in. I will play that game, I will enjoy that game, and I will probably end up drawing that game. So any of you game developers, is anybody out there interested in game development? Did you hear me? I say it with a B. Is anybody out there interested in speaking correctly? Because I can't. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Not that I'm in it. I just, see stuff, and I know some people that were in the video game industry, and it's tough. You have to work hard. It's not just drawing the characters. We all wish we could just do nothing all day long but draw characters. I mean, heck, that's why I'm doing this right now, right? We just all love drawing characters, and it would be great if we could just draw and design Fortnite skins, right? Awesome. But that's not what the video game industry is about. It's about coding and putting it all together and coming up with the movement and all that stuff. So if you're interested, I mean, check it out. It's a passion. You definitely have to have a passion for it. But we need it. We need coders. We need people that are going to, develop these games for us. So that's what I'm saying. If anybody's interested, go for it. Go check it out. Look at YouTube videos. Go to school. Sorry, I just had a phone call and I don't know what I was talking about. I mean, I do know. I was talking about the video game industry and getting into it and all that stuff. But yeah, what I was saying is there's a passion behind it to make it. And so when I say, it's tough, it's just that it takes a lot of work and you have to really, really want to do it. And I don't mean to say that like to talk anybody out of it, because there are some people making some beautiful, beautiful games, and that's just what I'm trying to say, that, it's tough work, but it's worth it when you do it right. Or, I hate to say it like this, worth it when you can make your own. Annapurna, what are those? There's some video game companies out there that make some, and they're not small companies, I know, by any stretch of imagination. Is that the phrase, the idiom I'm trying to come up with? They're not small companies, but they're not Activision, they're not Ubisoft or whatever those crazy big ones are. There are people making their passion projects, and that's usually what I end up drawing, because those always stand out to me. Those ones that aren't, Madden or Fortnite, those sole creators that just want to make stuff, and they make their passion projects, which are beautiful. Those are the ones that usually catch my eye. Those are the ones that I want to end up drawing. And if nothing else, I'm just trying to say, follow your passion. Do it. Go for it. Check it out. Try it. Because we need more beautiful games. Yes, I know we need Fortnites and those kind of fun things too, but we need magic makers, right? Because there's always going to be, let me put it this way, there's always going to be the Fortnites. There's always going to be the what are the two I just picked on? Madden, like that. There's always going to be those companies making those and hiring people to do it. So great, you can get a job doing that if you'd like. But we're not always going to get the Dream Scapers. You know, the what's the other ones that oh my gosh, I'm just drawing a blank on all of them right now. But anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. This might be it for the sketch because it's a Dreamscape game. Like, I don't know, I'm guessing at this, honestly. I think that's why she doesn't have a face. Like, it's so blurry, strange, and whatnot. But that's why we're going to do it ourselves. So there's no details in the face, just kind of a fighting stance. And the sword's going to take up quite a big of area here. So let me jump into that. So I think I'm good with the sketch. I think I want to go ahead and get started with the Sharpie. I've said all I wanted to say. Well, I'll probably not. I could say a lot more. But I'm ready with the sketch to get to the Sharpie portion. So what I'm going to start doing is erasing the sketch lines. Because what I normally do is when I'm trying to get the idea of the placement, the positioning, and the proportions, I'm just throwing lines down, right? And as I get more confident with each one of those, I start pressing harder. So when I lightly erase like this, I erase the sketch lines but keep the confidence lines because those take more pressure from the eraser. And I give myself a light guide to follow, right? And that's how you're gonna live your life. Get rid of your sketchiness, keep your confidence. We'll do amazing things together and I will be there to celebrate your victories. All right, kneading my eraser, kneading. I say we welcome all the skippers and get going. Welcome skippers, welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but a pen's a little finer than the fine point. You can find things that the fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased the majority of the sketch lines, but left myself enough to see where we're going to go. And if you want to see more video games, characters, check out that playlist right there, or just do a search in the playlist in general, because I do so many drawings, I may have already drawn what you're looking for. So I suggest go search, we'll see what we can do. Or give me a shout and I'll see what I can do. I'm so sorry. I'm going to jump right in with the Sharpie pen because I can control line widths much better. Now, she doesn't have a face. She doesn't have a face. That came out really fast, and I'm sorry about that. So I'm just going to draw the head. Ooh, what happened here? What's going on, Sharpie? Are you done? Uh-oh. I think these Sharpies might be done. There we go. Yeah, I think it's time to switch Sharpies. After this, I'm gonna switch them all out. So I'm basically just drawing the shape of her face because in the game, this is what her face looks like. And I guess it's because she's in dreams, right? So it's kind of a blur, so to speak. I don't know, I just think it's cool. So that's her hair kind of coming down like this. So I'm going to part it on the side and push it over. Just kind of do some stuff like this. Like that. And I'm thickening up these outer edges just because when I switch over to this Sharpie, you're going to see a huge difference in line width. So I'm trying to match where it's going to go. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. I mean, especially if you're working with pencil, it might look a little strange. But I'm just trying to explain to you why I draw how I draw. Alright, so our hair is just all kind of flipping over the side. I like it. Ooh, that's really thick, but I know how that's going to look, so it doesn't look strange. Or it's not going to be strange. It's not going to stand out as too thick. Alright, I like it now. The thing is, do I draw the shape in her face? Maybe. No, I'm not. I'm not going to draw that shape in her face. I think I'm going to do that with color so I can make it glow too. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so here's her ear. Let's go ahead and at least give her the ear look, the shapes of the ear, just to give it a little bit of human features, right? Because it's kind of this strange, I was gonna say doll, but like mannequin, I guess. Mannequin look with no features like that, right? All right, and then her neck's gonna come down here to her coat. Now, here's the thing. Her sword is gonna be right in front of everything, so I'm gonna kind of jump around just a little bit. She has like the wrappings of her, oh, I almost forgot her scarf. I did not put that in the drawing. Whoa, the wrappings of her scarf. I kind of want to do that next so I don't forget. Okay, so let's do that. All right, so let's draw the scarf-ish look thing, right? So see how thick this is? That's what I meant. How it stands out so much. And I'm gonna do like a layer like this. I'm gonna have it kind of coming down. And now, because it's like all wrapped around and whatnot, it's gonna be a little bit over itself, right? And then we'll do another one like, okay, I like it, I like it. Okay, so that's like the scarf wrapped around, and I'll go ahead and add just a little bit of extra lines to kind of show that it's more than just that big fat edge, you know? I don't know, something like that. Let's see, we'll do, I don't know, I don't want to go too far. All right, I like that. Let's do maybe something like this. Again, I want to add some, but don't want to go too crazy, right? Because the problem is I usually end up going too crazy. All right. Now, ooh, let me draw the scarf before I forget. I know I'm gonna forget, so let me do it now. It's gonna be kind of this wavy, crazy thing, and we're gonna make it up. So you're gonna see me making it up on the spot. So I'm gonna come out like this. Ooh, look how horrible that line is. That is a Sharpie that needs to go. Let me try to redraw that. Oof. All right. So, let's see. I'm going to do something like that's the edge. I'm going to bring this one in like this. Now, it kind of it becomes light, I guess, in the game. So I kind of want to do like a very thin non-edge edge, so I can come back and add a little extra. This is what I'm trying to say. Let's see, let's do it like this, kind of coming through. There's the edge. And I'm going to do another thicker layer over here too. I'm kind of just playing around with, we're going to say it kind of comes like this. Right? Now I'm going to stop here because I want to draw her arm and whatnot, because I don't want to accidentally draw through it. So that's a good stopping point. So let's see. So again, it's a little bit more of, no. That's the scarf. I was going to draw more scarf, but I think we're good. I think I can do like a layer down like this, and that'll be more, but I'm not going to keep adding more layers. I'm going to go ahead and draw the arm. Now again, I got to draw the arm first because the sword is really big in front of it. So I'm just going to draw, I guess musculature, right? Because it doesn't look like she has sleeves. Down to the wrist. Then her hand is holding the sword, and it's open like that, so the thumb's going to be out further, okay? Now, I know it's a weird stubby looking hand, but again, I just want to make sure we get it right before I start adding the detail. So I'm gonna do it kind of like, let me redraw a line real fast. I'm gonna center it like this and then draw parallel lines to that. But I want to get the handle to the blade as straight as I possibly can, just so it looks like a real handle across the direction of the blade, right? And I'm eyeballing this. I'm not worried about how perfect that is, but I do want to at least get it like that. Now I use a ruler for the blade, but as far as the handle, I'm okay. Let's see. So I'm gonna come here and do this. Poor Sharpie, you're done. You just gotta last this drawing, and I will retire you. Okay, so looks good to me. Need to go a little slow because the Sharpie's dying. But see, I wanted to draw this first, so when I draw the body, I'm not actually drawing through the sword. And look, I'm just eyeballing the depth to about right there, something like that. That'll work. Let's go ahead and just do this since we're here. Uh-oh, I lost my picture. There it is. Look how I'm not connecting. Because it didn't feel right, so I didn't do it. But I will connect it with this. All right. There we go. All right, back to drawing. So since I have this, I'll add a little bit extra. She does have like these cool, like power glove type kind of glowing shapes, but just like the face, I'm gonna wait and do that with color. Let's see, we're gonna wrap these fingers around. We'll say you can see a little bit more like that. Alright, I like that. See, we didn't have to do too much. I will close off anything that's floating like that, and the handle. Something like that. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Now there is, let's see if we can do this. There is a little bit of line work, like edge work, something like that. Then it goes up there, but that's all I'm gonna do. Just a little bit of texture, right? Okay. So now I can close that off. Now that I know where the arm is, I almost forgot. I'm not gonna lie. Something like that. Let me clean some of this up. I kind of went a little crazy here with the lines, but that's okay. All right, back to the big boy. This hand is just out like this. She's in an action pose, so this shoulder's up to the bicep, going down to her the crook of her arm, right? This one's coming in like this. Opposite end is the elbow. So I can draw the forearm to the wrist. Oof. This is not one of my most favorite drawings so far, just because of the Sharpie. Isn't that a shame? All because that Sharpie. And I could switch. Absolutely, I could switch right now, but I kind of want to finish. You know, finish what I started, so to speak. Okay, hand is pretty much doing this, so see how the thumb is going to be a little foreshortened towards you? That's the idea. So it's going to look a little odd until we can add some extra detail, right? And then the fingers are going to be out. Add some detail. See, it looks strange until you can add some detail, and even then it's still not going to be perfect, you know. There we go, something like that. Again, it's not perfect, but hey, it looks like a hand, right? Right? All right, so now it's just clothes coming down. Now she has some like really cool strap belt type thing on, but can't see it. So not worried about it. So I'm just gonna draw some clothing wrinkles. Gonna wrinkle it up a little bit. And from what I can see, there's more wraps hanging down here, so kind of like her scarf, we're just going to kind of layer those a little bit. Right? Alright, something like that, and that's it. We're done. Bye. The end. Credits. Just kidding. Legs. But basically what I was trying to say is that's it for detail. Now it's just clothing. And I don't mean to say that. That sounds very negative. That's it for detail. What I mean is that's it as far as armor and extra things like that. The rest is clothing and footwear. I was about to say feetwear, which is right. All right. I'm going to add some extra detail in a second. I'm just going to finish up this Sharpie with what I can. I'm going to do some kind of wrappings around the boots, or around the legs to the boots. So I like to add little bumps like this, just to say that's where the material is over something, not just a line, you know? It's very exaggerated. You wouldn't have that big a strap, but, you know, when it's going across. But, you know, again, that's how I draw. This isn't the correct way to draw. This is how I draw. That's my favorite line whenever someone says, that's not how it looks, or that's not right, or you didn't, you know. I was like, well, I didn't say this is how you draw. This is how I draw. And sometimes I don't draw correctly. That's, you know, that's the thing. I'm just kidding. That's a terrible way to live your life. Sometimes that makes me laugh. That, you know, I can kind of cover up my mistakes by saying, well, that's how I draw. Alright, wrinkled into boots, and now for the boots, again, I just kind of pick a few of these spots where I do the strap stuff going across, where I got the bumps, the notches, and just kind of, you know, wrap them around. So I don't try to hit exactly the opposite one. Sometimes it works out like that, like this did, but I don't always try to do that. Sometimes it also helps to kind of go up and mix it up, so it's not the same 1, 1, 1. You know, it can happen like that, sure, but I don't know. I just like to mix it up a little bit and make it a little different. So there you go. I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is Cassidy from Dream Scaper.
So here's how I colored it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, or show me what you did in our Discord group. Just have fun and make it your own, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures with How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.